If you're a girl and you've never welded before, you don't know what welding is, and I've popped up on your For You page, please listen up. Want a job where you make tons of money, make extra money if you're traveling on the job, and it needs minimum schoolwork in order to get paid quite a lot of money, minimum starting at $18 an hour. It's been 5 months since I left my career in healthcare to join the trades. I only have 8 weeks left out of my 26-week pipe program at the Kentucky Welding Institute. The amount of knowledge and the skills that I've learned over the past couple months is actually insane. I'm currently working on building my towers to practice weld on. This is 2-inch Schedule 80 pipe. I have 3 sets of pipe necklaces, and today I learned how to use the rollout wheel for the first time. So I'm going to show you guys how I bevel my pipe with the rollout wheel. This was also my first time ever cutting pipe by hand with a cutting wheel, so y'all bear with me because my pieces are a little wabi-sabi. For my girlies, I'm going to try to dumb this down as much as possible. When you first cut pipe, you see you have that straight line that you're cutting through. We need to make a bevel on each edge. So this rollout wheel is the easiest way to do that with your grinder. Piece of pipe just fits in the teeth, you lock it down with the key, you spin it, and you use your grinder to make the bevel. Then by the bevels, we're going to put the pieces of pipe together so we can practice weld inside the groove. So I finished this first necklace. See how the edges are all indented now? Here, let me turn you around so you can see it better. Look at this nice little bevel. Not too bad for my first time. I cleaned up the outsides with my grinder, tacked them all together, and now we have 2-inch Schedule 80 pipe towers that we're going to practice groove welding on in 3 different positions.
So we're continuing our series of trade jobs that women can actually get into, and welders are now the attention being drawn on social media, and this is for a particular reason. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, they say welders, cutters, solderers, and brazers, they had a median annual wage of about $51,000 in May 2024, with about 45,600 openings a year projected from 2024 to 2034. At the same time, office and administrative roles, their support is projected to fall by 4%. And the Bureau of Labor says AI is helping to drive that decline. So you all need to pay attention.
I make $57 an hour. I make 57 freaking dollars an hour. What the hell? Get your OSHA 30 card, get your toy card, and you're going to get this money being a welder. Trust. Good morning, y'all. I'm on my way to work. It is 5:40 a.m. And I stopped my union job today as a union welder. This is freaking insane. Like, I don't know what God has planned for me, but I'm nervous. I'm nervous. So early. I feel so bad because I literally walked Brooklyn so quick because it's so dark outside. And, yeah, call me to work. Got in the building at 6:47. Can you believe the safety meeting already started? And they was ready to review the welding plans and work assignments at 6:47, y'all. Mind you, I start work at 7 a.m. But I gotta tell y'all something. And my teacher told me, and so much people told me, in construction, any type of trade field, when you are 15,
I'm actually smiling because I'm reading the comments as this video is playing. I haven't seen the video. This is the first time I'm watching it with you. And the top comment says here with over 14,000 likes, I keep telling these young girls, there's more to life than being a nurse. I'm just here. It's hilarious, I tell you. But I need to correct the earlier angle because this is not about attacking women. It is about attacking the women who are telling other women to learn a skill that is, right? Because the data says the clerical lane, it is getting squeezed, while the trade lane, it still needs people.
minutes early. You're not early. You're on time. And when you get there on time, as soon as your shift start, you're late. So if your shift start at 7 a.m., you need to get there at 6:30 or even 6:45. If you get there at 7:05, you are super late. So to make the long story short, the next time I go to work, I'm getting there at 6:30. Because the way they was looking at me like I was super late when I actually was like there at 6:47. Anyway, I prepped and I began welding. Root pass with 6010, filling cap with 7018s. And yes, I still hate using 6010s. I hate it with a passion, but I have no choice right now. So I have to love it because I make $57 an hour. I know a lot of y'all feel like I don't deserve this because I'm still in school, and I'm still a newbie. But if you feel like I don't deserve to weld, remember this. God put that fire in me for a reason. I was made for this. My hands, my strength, my passions all have a purpose. I won't let doubt silence my spark. I walk in faith, weld in power. I belong in this trade. Whether you
Tell them, my sister. Another comment says here 35 years in the game, about to retire at the end of the year. 2 homes paid off. I am him. So these are the positive signs I want to spin. Not that there aren't disadvantages to the trade skill game, but at the same time, I'm trying to emphasize the positive that there is something else you can do than just chasing the same clerical work. Because the OECD says women and men, they face similar AI exposure overall. But the clerical jobs, they carry a high AI exposure and women are overrepresented in them. It is said that 80% of the jobs that AI will take and replace are represented by women. So if you want steady work, stop waiting on the desk job to save you. Look at welding apprenticeships, look at shop work, look at fabrication. Start applying.
I am a 19-year-old self-contracted welder. I make enough money to not have to work. I actually just graduated trade school like not even 2 months ago. I graduated high school 1 year ago. All the questions that have been asked, I will answer. The first thing I'm going to tell you is learn a skill. Now, do I go to trade school? What trade school do I go to? That is up to you. The only advice that I will give you is that welding is not that hard of a skill to learn. You could buy a cheap ass welder from Harbor Freight or Facebook Marketplace and teach yourself how to weld in your garage or your backyard, okay? Like, it is not that complicated. Everything is online. You can learn anything online. You can also, if you're the kind of person that needs more discipline or you just don't know where to start, go to a trade school. Go to a cheaper one. I don't recommend spending a lot of money on going to a trade school because it's not that hard of a skill to learn, depending on what you want to go into. That's another thing. One of the biggest questions I always get is, how do I find these jobs? How do I find these clients? And I'm going to tell you, it's very clear, social media. How else are you going to get around? Now, a lot of people make fun of me for what I do, but it brings in the money, okay? And not only does it bring in clients, but I make money from posting videos. So as much as it seems goofy and as much as it makes me not a hard worker or a real welder, I'm making fucking money regardless of which way I turn.
A lot of people, they're now utilizing social media to help boost their businesses. And being a trade skill worker, if you work on your own, you can actually showcase the skills you're doing. If you work a regular 9 to 5, there are rules against social media in the workplace. You being a trade skill worker can actually highlight your talent, put it out there, and you can get jobs on the side. But the BLS says welders, they usually need a high school diploma plus technical and on-the-job training. And here's the part people keep missing. Welders use handheld remotely controlled equipment to join or just to cut the metal parts. That is a hands-on job built to set up, fit, judgment, and the skill. The OECD says jobs that rely on manual skills and strength tend to have low AI exposures. That is why welding sits in a stronger spot than clerical work. Need I emphasize this more?
So this is my most asked question in my comment section. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about what it's like to be a welder, a woman in trades, male-dominated industry. So I've been a welder for about 5 years now. I got started when I was 18. My mom made me join a trades discovery program for women, and I got to learn every trade, sample it for a week, get to feel like what I wanted for my future, what I didn't like. And obviously, I knew I wanted to be a welder before I even became a welder, before I took that course. But I did it anyway. I'm glad I did it. I got the experience. That still helps years later. But welding was definitely the route for me. After that, I took a 6.5-month foundations welding program and went through the course, got my all-position stick ticket, started in shops, worked my way up to...
I remember the video before said that she was making $57 an hour just to be an apprentice, although she has to be there 7 a.m. in the morning, but usually they get up by around 3, 4 p.m., and that actually makes sense, so she has enough time to go and do other things.
Construction. Now I'm an iron worker. When I started as a welder, I was making $20 an hour in a shop, and I've now over doubled my salary. I've gained tons of experience as a structural steel welder, and I've only done my C level. I haven't even done my pipe level yet. I haven't even done any ironworking school. Like, there's so many avenues and so much ways to make money, like, just as a welder. Pros of being a welder is there's always a lot of money in the trade, regardless of where you go. As a woman, though, you're always going to face challenges. Like, being the only girl on a construction site can be really hard, really draining. You're going to feel really alone, not a lot of people to talk to. Sometimes the guys are not going to want to be your friends, and you're going to end up on a lot of sites where you hate your life and you don't want to be there, and going to work is a drag. Other times, you're going to get stuck with a really amazing crew, and you guys are all going to work together great, and you're not going to have any issues. That doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen. I like to hope it's always going to happen. Sometimes you're going to get stuck on a job where you have no idea what you're doing, and you're going to feel like you just started your job yesterday. And other times you're going to go to a site where you know more than some of the journeymen that are there. There's always going to be a lot of men that are never going to believe that you got to where you are because of your hard work. And they're going to only assume that you got there because you slept with someone or did something other than show up and work hard to get where you are.
That's in most industries these days, and that is one of the reasons why a lot of men, they just tend to try to stay away from their female co-workers. And the Me Too movement did that, but this is not the platform to discuss those things. We're here to encourage a lot more women to get into the trades. And look, she's fully clothed. And this is why these TikTok messages, they make sense, even though people will call TikTok the dumpster fire. But at the same time, no, we have to utilize the good rather than the bad. So when women tell other women to become welders, they are not just handing out fairy tales. They are pointing to a job with demand, the pay, and a real training path.
Who do you think makes more, a welder or a lawyer? Let's hit some numbers. We got a former student working in a cheese plant in Minnesota welding stainless pipe and some tube, making $35.61 a week. That's $3,561 a week. That turns out to be a little over $14,000 a month. The average lawyer makes about $2,000 a week. That calculates out to $8,000 a month. But they also have a ton of schooling costs. $8,000 a month or $14,000 a month. I'm going to be a welder. Hey, who do you think?
Yeah, but the man in the suit always looks attractive to the hypergamous eye out there. BLS says welding work is still projected to add tens of thousands of openings each year, mostly from workers leaving the field or retiring. Clerical work keep getting a hit because AI handles routine documents, they handle calls, and they handle admin tasks. So the BLS says automated systems, including AI, they are about to contribute to the decline of employment of office and administrative support workers. Welding does not sit in that lane. AI can support the work, but it cannot replace the person who actually cuts, fits, and joins the metal.
If you're a girl and you've never welded before, you don't know what welding is, and I've popped up on your For You page, please listen up. Want a job where you make tons of money, make extra money if you're traveling on the job, and it needs minimum schoolwork in order to get paid quite a lot of money, minimum starting at $18 an hour. I'm in Canada. Sometimes minimum starts at $35. It depends on what welding job you have, but there's so many. I weld production lines for pharmaceutical and food production lines. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. And I do all the prefabrication, and I do all like the measuring. I measure all my own lines, and then I prefab them. I fit all of the pipes and the tubes. And then I weld them all together and I install everything. I install valves. You're busy all day and you can't even think about how much money you're making. It's just so much fun and you gotta give it a shot. DM me if you're more curious about this.
Don't worry. Once they hear about the money, they'll certainly join in because that's the only emphasis they'll actually pay attention to. So the message is simple. Stop chasing the shrinking desk work and acting surprised when it actually dries up. Learn a skill, learn welding, build something that still has room. The data is public because I've been showing them, and the path is so clear. Welders still have openings, they still have the pay, and a training route that does not depend on AI keeping your job alive. Train for the work the market still needs.
Underwater weld with me. With Thompson Fork, it That was, I don't know. This one, she has students.
She graduates in a couple.
That's
years. That's
insane.
the whole thing.
We need to meal it, by the way. I thought I was that's it.
Underwater welding, that's another aspect out there that people don't seem to understand what takes place. You enjoy the cruises, you enjoy the supplies that the ships takes to us, but who actually maintains them? Remember to grab a copy of my ebook, The Party Manager Guide. The links are in the description box below. Stay smart, stay educated, and I will catch you in the next one.